Hey guys, welcome to Distance Learning. This is week 7. I hope you and your family are enjoying good health and try to stay that way. Okay, guys, today we're going to look at a very important and interesting topic, battles of the Civil War. Now, we're not going to go over all the battles, but we're definitely going to go over the most important ones. Now, before we even go into any of the battles, we need to know what's going on with this Civil War. Civil War. Okay, we have two parts, the Union and the Confederates. Now, the Union, you can see right here and right here, okay, they are Republicans, okay, remember, Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican that went into office. That was the main reason why the South started to secede because um, Abraham Lincoln took power. So we have the Union, the Republicans, Abraham Lincoln, the North. And then we have the Confederate States of America. They're the Democrats, okay? They're the South, okay? The Confederates, Democrats, South, under Jefferson Davis. Okay, let's look at these two uh, um, flags, okay? First of all, we could see here's the American flag, which is the Union flag, who wants to abolish slavery, okay? Versus the South, okay, who wants to keep their states' rights to be able to keep their slavery system, okay, as part of their life. Now, I want to make an emphasis here on the flags, guys. These two flags right here, the American flag and the Confederate flag, went at war. I want you guys to understand this. Having some of the most bloodiest war battles that's ever happened in the Western Hemisphere. I mean, it's they got to something pretty nasty stuff. They didn't like each other, in other words, at all. They went to war. They killed each other. So I've seen personally, for example, trucks like this or houses like this where they have a Confederate flag waving together with the Union flag. Which, in another terms, let me put it this way: if you guys like sports, do sports, or know anybody that does sports, watch sports, anything like this, if you are a Spurs fan, hey, go Spurs, go, by the way. Okay, if you're a Spurs fan and then you see somebody waving your Spurs flag, and then you see suddenly that same person having, on the other hand, a LA Lakers flag, you're gonna be a little bit confused and maybe disturbed, especially if you're a real San Antonio Spurs fan. You'll be like, knocking his flag out of his hand like Nacho Libre did to Esqueleto. Get that corner out of my face. Get that flag out of my face. That's what a real San Antonio Spurs fan would do. If you like soccer like I do, if you have Barcelona versus Real Madrid, if you see somebody in a car waving, the Real Madrid flag together with the Barcelona flag, believe me, one of them eventually is going to break your window or pop your tire or something. Okay? They hate each other. On the bottom, we see this rug for a house entrance where it says a house divided. It's actually a term that Abraham Lincoln used, that he was not going to have a house divided. He was going to keep the Union as a whole. Okay. So we see the house divided. We have the Green Bays and the San Francisco 49ers. Okay. That means that in this house, there are fans of the San Francisco 49ers, there are fans of the Green Bay, and they don't like each other. So it's divided, especially when it comes to the game. Okay, as you guys can see, we cannot have these two flags together as same as we cannot have, these two. They should and did kill each other and hated each other. Okay. Now let's see who are the captains of these teams. Let's call it that. We have, of course, famous Abraham Lincoln. Behind we can see the American flag. Abraham, President of the United States, the North, the Union. And then on the other side, we have Jefferson Davis with the Confederate flag on the back, President of the Confederate States of America, that was the official name, the South. Now, let's look at this charts. Just like somebody, again, if you like sports and stuff like this, they study, each other, the teams, who's strong, what are their advantages, what are their disadvantages. Well, let's look at these guys. First, right here we have the population, okay? And we can see that the green is the north and the blue is the south. Guys, look at this population difference, okay? It's a lot, millions actually. If we see this map on the other side, the red, okay, is killed or wounded or captured, okay? That's about, 500,000, uh, you know, and then the north about 600,000. They people that kill, wounded, or capture. The one on beige is called serve. How many people served? Okay, and right here is 1,600,000. The other one 600,000. It's missing a million people, guys. And then blue, okay, eligible to war but to serve, but they did not serve. That means that the North had about 2.5 million people extra just to as a backup. So on population wise, the North definitely has a bigger chance. Now, if we look at this other map where the of the United States, all these red lines that we could see right here, all these red lines are railroad tracks. As you could see, on the north is full of them. The south has barely any. I mean, look at Texas, has like one little bitty right there, and that other one little bitty right there. Okay. So the South doesn't have that much of communication, transportation. Railroads are the best thing that they could have for transportation and communication. Okay, so the North has an advantage of that too. Now let's look at this chart in the middle. Population, the North doubles them. Farm, you know, they're about the same. About the same. The North is a little less, but they're about the same. Value of the farm, of course, the North is a little more than the South. Railway mileage, I mean, look at this, very big difference. We can see that on the map. Manufacturing establishment, the South has one, while the North has 3.5. I mean, not just one literally, but one might mean maybe, 100 or so. So this means that if the South has 100, the North has 350 manufacturing establishments working. Workers in the manufacturer, let's send one of these guys 1,000. So if the South has 1,000, the North has about 7,000 working. Way faster, producing way faster. Value of the manufacturers, okay, of course, the South value is very little compared to the North. And the capital, guys, capital is the money, the bank. The South has one, the North has 2.5. Let's say that the North has $1 million in stock. The North has 2.5 millions. I mean, the North is obviously stronger and has everything to win. It was obvious that the South could not stand a chance against the North, but the South decided to fight, okay, till the end to defend their slavery economic system, their states' rights, and their way of life, of course. Okay, guys, the next slide here, we're gonna see more than 4 battles, but we're gonna focus on these four, okay? For Sumter, which is the one that began the war, Antietam, okay, which is one of the bloodiest battles there, Gettysburg, which is a turning point, okay, and Vicksburg, which is pretty much, the end of it. Not the last battle, but here's where everything kind of collapses for the Confederates. Okay, guys, make sure to watch the second video and then make sure to finish those questions on the Google form. Week 7. Stay safe and see you on the next video.